Welcome back to the Smoky Mountain Homestead YouTube channel. I'm Brian Taylor. Today we're going to be doing an update video from the last video I posted on to see how my fig trees held up to the Arctic cold front that came through, getting down to the 0-degree temperature mark. It's kind of a scary time for us here at the homestead, wondering if our brand new investment was going to pay off or if it was going to die right away. So let's get into it and I'll show you what we got. Okay, with fig trees, among other trees, you're gonna notice whether or not they survived or not by doing what I call a scratch test. Now, trees are gonna tend to die on the outside and then move their way in. The further they in, the thicker the trunk gets, the more resistant they are gonna be to cold. They have more insulation and it's gonna take a little bit more to kill them. Might be just a difference of a few degrees, but you're gonna notice on the outside is where you're gonna start to see the death. So if you've got green doing a scratch test on the tips of some of your trees, then those trees are most likely gonna be just fine. It's really hard to tell with figs because they're a deciduous tree and they lose their leaves anyway, but this is how we're gonna do it. Let's see if I can get it good on here. I see green. Let me push the camera a little bit closer and see if we can get it to focus. So you guys see the green right there? Boop, 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 boop. That is a really, really good sign. So this is the biggest tree. One I thought would do the best because obviously it's been around in this climate for a while. It took down to 0 degrees, guys. So we'll definitely do some spring updates so you can see the leaves come back. But even on the tips that had like 0 protection, it's 0 degrees with winds, they survived. So Tennessee 7A might be a little different. I don't know, I'm still getting used to what we're capable of growing here, but that is a really good sign. So I did this scratch test on a lot of them and most of them were good, but there are some, and I'll show you, with no protection whatsoever what happened. Alright, so this is one of my Italian 258s, and I'm going to do a scratch test on this. And you guys can see that's not green. And it's almost like hollow. It's very easy to bend. Like this one it's gone. It died. Now, I haven't given up on this tree because the roots might be okay and it might spring back. And if you go further down, let me see here so you guys can see me. If you go further down, let's see if there's some green down here. And it's really green at the bottom. So, like I said, the outer layers look like that they're not going to make it on that particular fig tree. But the interesting thing is, it was just as exposed as the other tree, which just shows that some trees are more resilient than others to the cold. And when you find out which trees work for you, take some notes, document it, share it with others. Remember for the next year which ones you have to be more careful with. If you've got a fig tree that does really well, that's the one you want to give your cuttings to your friends. So most of the other fig trees look pretty good. I'm excited. I'm happy that we're able to keep them alive. And I know it's not the end of the winter. It's only January. We might have a few more cold fronts, but I doubt we're going to have one down as cold as we got. So I think we're, for the most part, in the clear on keeping these fig trees alive. We'll update you in the spring. All right. Thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you next time.